Gleb is from St. Petersburg, Russia. So, Gleb, tell us about yourself and
Russia,
your
yeah.
city.
Myself, I'm Gleb. My first name Gleb. I'm from Russia. I moved to America 5 years ago, but I am living here right now. I am studying and working, and I'm trying to build my life in America. And I still miss about usually my country and my city. I love my city so much because it's a very rich history in my city and very beautiful city too. And sorry for my pronunciation. I could not because it's a different Russian and English language is so different. The pronunciation for us,
So, tell
but
us about your city. Tell us about St. Petersburg.
St. Petersburg is one of the oldest cities. It's the second city, largest city in Russia after Moscow. If you know, it's Moscow is the capital city, but the Russians say it's St. Petersburg. It's a culture city of Russia because we have more than 1,000 museums, different kind of museums, art museums. We have more 1,000 galleries and have 5 or 6 palaces because it was the old city was the first capital of Russia. It was a but Russia was a imperia. Was a queen and king in Russia. It's before revolution. I don't want to describe the history of Russia because history is very rich of Russia. Yes, it's a very long story. I think I need to more than 1 hour, maybe not 1 hour, more than one day. But this St. Petersburg looks like mirror that show all of part of history of Russia.
There are
And
more than 1,000 galleries. Is that what you
yes,
said?
yes,
Wow.
we have government galleries. We have a private galleries too. It's um, and no, because I think it's because of St. Petersburg was capital first time, and this period was a rich of. If I hope if you know, this is one of the famous writer is a Tolstoy, or I think everybody who interested in music they know Tchaikovsky, Rachmaninoff, or maybe you know it's a very famous the drawer looks like Shishkin or Picasso. It's all of these people live in was born in St. Petersburg or live in St. Petersburg.
Yes.
From St. Petersburg, Tchaikovsky. We have a Mariinsky Theater where the Tchaikovsky, if you know, everybody know, I think Russian ballet. It's one of the, we have one of the hugest theater. It's a Mariinsky Theater, it's ballet center. And we have a in St. Petersburg where is what's its name of ballet school. It's one of the biggest ballet school in Europe and Russia.
Yes.
They
St.
teach,
Petersburg's very rich in history. What are the
yes.
3 palaces?
Not only 3 palaces, we have more palaces. It looks like every queens want to have a personal palaces and build it a personal house. Looks like here, everyone. It's on not only houses and village house too. Looks like it looks like 2 palaces. Yes, everyone. And the one of the white palace, it's in the center of the city. We can see it's white, huge palaces right now. It's a exhibition center and gallery, and another one in the village area around. It's a Petergov city name. It's a small one city, but it's a Petergov's palace name. It's another one. It's But it's another story too. I need to show picture because it's a very not easy explain what inside of these palaces
Yes,
because
and
it's so rich as gold and jewelry and something. This looks like pictures. It's very expensive picture. So very popular drawer looks like Picasso, Van Gogh, Monet. I I know these words because I know these names because I love impressions.
so what did you do in Russia? Tell us.
I was born in St. Petersburg. My grandmother and grandfather from Volgograd. Its old name is Stalingrad. If you know history of World War II, was one of the biggest battles on the Volga between Russian army and Nazi army, Germany army, Nazi army, Volga. But I was a banker. I worked in a banking system more than 10 years.
And what brought you to the United States?
Uh, it's my ex-wife invited me to United States. I love her. When I was schoolboy, she was my schoolmate. She was my girlfriend in the school. She moved to America 25 years ago. And one time I saw her, I met her, and she invited me. I said, "Oh, I thought I love you again," and she invited me to the marriage and came to America. But after some period, short period, we divorced.
Okay, so tell us about school in Russia. Is it similar to school in the United States?
Yeah, they have a little bit similar system, but if you know, it's Russia. It was before it was a USSR. It looks like communist country. We have a we had a very strong system, and they did not have a private school. We have just government school. Right now, we have a private. After Perestroika is 1990. It was a Perestroika period, the change of political systems. And right now is a democracy country because we have president, we have constitution, and we have a private school, we have a private college, we have a private university, but in general still have a government system education and looks like what no I try to explain. We have a daycare, of course, but it's still a different system. But what's the general difference between American school and Russian school? We have a just, I don't know how is to say this. We study 11 years, looks like American people, but we study just one. If you become in just one building of school and study all of this period, 11 years, just in one of the school, we never change. Looks like we don't change in school after every 3 years. Looks like if you looks like we don't have elementary, elementary, high school, and middle school. Yeah,
Yes.
they don't have this, but
Okay.
this. Yes, if you after elementary school, you can move to another school. Looks like elementary school, but we never move to another school. We still study in same building, same school, all of period, all of 11 years.
And so did you wear a uniform to school?
Right now, no, it is not strong. If you study in a private school, you have a uniform, but if you study in a government school, we don't have a uniform form. Yes, after 11 years, you can apply to a university or college.
Okay. Is there a difference in the quality of education between a private school and a government school? Is one better than the other?
No, it's not big difference.
No.
Because sometimes but in the private school is maybe in private school try to make a student more busy. Looks like you have more classes, you have more choice between the different languages. Look like Now it's if you want to study more than 3 languages, you apply to a private school because
More
it's
than,
usually 3 or 4 foreign languages.
so when you're in school, you learn 3 or 4 languages in
I'm graduated in USSR. I graduated of a government school, and government school usually teach you 2 languages or one.
yeah.
My language first was Germany. After I started to study in English school,
So you
but
can
it
speak
was a
Russian, German, and English.
I can speak right now, yes. Before I studied Germany language because Germany was very popular before perestroika in Russia when English looks like more, oh yeah, more popular maybe, more
Yeah.
important for us, Germany, because we are living close to Europe, and after World War II, maybe it's they say it's Germany is more important for future political system. I don't know because it's English wasn't very popular. But right now is what kind of languages is popular? It's usually popular. It's Germany, of course, because many people try to study in Europe country. It's high education in Germany is free, but you need to pass the Germany language test of German language. And second language usually Spain, but it's original Spain from a Spain country. And second maybe French. We have a 2 or 3 culture center in St. Petersburg. One of the French center culture, it's Alliance Française. If you want to deep study the French language, you can apply this college, this center. It looks like college. If you
Yeah.
want to study deep of Germany, you apply to a Deutsche Deutschland, how's the name? Deutschland School, I forgot this name of this school. We have a special center for Germany there. And before we have a uh, British Center, British Council, British Council. But if you want to deeply study of English, you can apply to the British Council Center too. But this is so important. Sometimes people love Italy language. Italy language make it funny and very popular too.
And
Because
so is this something that you do like at the 10th and 11th year, or do you start doing this at a very young age? Or is it after
yeah.
school?
No, you can start to study if you young age. You can. It's a different group for different. Are you asking about center, culture center, or
Yeah.
asking
So
about general
is it a
education?
9-year-old child in the cultural center, or
Yeah.
is it only adults?
No. It's all of groups of people of
Wow.
children too. Yes. If you're young, you can find the class for young children. If you're oldest, you can find the class for oldest people. But it's up to your target, up to the
Yeah.
purpose. What do you want? Of course, yes. This is maybe one of the point when I see difference between American education. It's maybe it looks like crazy. It's a education system very crazy about child education. It's parents spend a lot of money for education for his child. Child for 5, 6, 7 years old before elementary. It's a pre-elementary school. They try to teach him for 3 languages in the pre-elementary school. Try to teach him math. It's a lot of many things. Yes, the child. Sometimes I see it's a child in Russia is more busy than adult. It's really people because they have a 2, 3 looks like um, language classes every week and going to sport, hockey, gymnastic, swimming. This is and chess and something same looks like. It's making it so popular, but it's a focusing of a child education right now. It's very crazy. It's
And
this is
so
yes, sorry.
when children are in school, do they have sports teams like we do here? Or do they do
Yes.
that outside?
Yeah, we have a sport teams. We do outside too. It looks like both in one right now, but it's of course it's a north of part of country. It's more popular in winter sport,
Yeah,
but in we have many region of countries. Yes, but in the south of country is popular of summer kind of sport. It's a very popular basketball too right now. Not looks like before, but it's a soccer is more popular, of course. But nobody, uh, children don't have a class in the school of hockey. It's a hockey. It's outside of school, of
yeah.
course. Hockey or gymnastic, yes, it's outside. But inside of school, usually you can study soccer, basketball, and volleyball. Not only for women, for men too, for boy. I mean.
Yeah.
This is very free sports in the school. Yeah.
Okay, so you know how in our schools we'll have a soccer team and the team from the school goes to play another team from the school. Do they do the same thing or is that more community based?
No, it's to do the same thing. They have a
It's
special
okay.
games. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. It's a school between school area, between area, city, between city. They have a special sports school. I don't know about America right now. I did not research this. This is uh, items now, but they have a special sports school. Looks like a regular school, but sport. If you want to, child will be sportsman.
An
You
athlete.
can athlete. Sorry, yes, athlete. If his parents apply to this school and 11 hours looks like all of period. Child study and training of something sports looks like.
There you go, Chris Lambert. You can put little Christopher in school for 11 hours to become an athlete. 11 hours a day.
Yes, yes, but I think it's not good for education because you could not be sportsman all of your athletics all of your life. Yeah, but you
Exactly.
need to more serious major. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Yes.
but the some people choose this, make a choice. It's
And
this
so,
way. His life.
Gleb, do they pay for that? Is that always private or is that government sponsored now?
Do you mean sponsor for
If
regular
I wanted,
education? For
yeah,
what?
if I wanted to put my son in an athletic school, would it be a private school or would it be a public school?
No, usually I think it's 99% is all of this government school.
Really?
It's sports school is just government school usually, yeah.
Wow.
But why it's the reason people take a class or something classes before school because but pay money for this school. It's a preschool. The
Okay.
preschool, it's looks like private. It's a special class. If you want to apply to the sport government school, you need to be ready and take a test, special test. If you don't study, if you don't train before school, you could not pass the test exam to this government school.
Oh, okay. So it's
This
different.
yeah, it's a different why the parents make us so busy his child before school because its range is so high. You need to have a high grade if you want to apply to this government school.
So when you're saying preschool, you're saying it's before the school day, not
Yes.
preschool as in little children.
Yeah, it's little
You,
children, and because it's I still don't understand exactly an American system. Preschool for me, it looks like before school. It's a
yes.
still daycare. I mean,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
I
And
don't. I'm not sure.
what you call kindergarten
Yeah,
is kind of
kindergarten.
what we call preschool.
Yeah, but yeah, it's the
Yeah.
same or it's a little bit different.
It's a little different. Preschool is usually 3 years old, maybe 4 years old, and kindergarten is 5 years old. And kindergartens for us is more structured. Kids learn to stand in lines, they learn letters and colors, whereas kindergarten in many other countries is just socialization, play.
Yeah, it's another because I have right now experience because I have a daughters after divorce, after marriage. It's my daughter 5 years old. I see how she study right now, how she's growing right now, and I see it's she took right now math class and writing class.
Yes,
She's still in
she's in
daycare.
kindergarten.
Yeah, she's in kindergarten, but she still study. She start to study math and writing
Yes.
because she wants to go to a private school. And I asked her teacher why this is. I see different because Russian is why you don't focus on study poems. In a Russian education, right, to teach the children or school boy teaching of poems. We studied a lot of many poems when before school on in the process of the school looks like Pushkin, Onegin, or maybe Shakespeare. We must to study these poems. It looks like they said it's a train our brain. It looks like good exercises for our brain. But I see with and study song, different song. We love singing before. It's one part of education.
Yes. So
But I see my daughter don't study nothing. I try to teach her. Say, let's go to singing.
She's too
Let's
young to read Shakespeare. She's 5.
yeah, Shakespeare, yes, but she can she studied just shark. Do you know father shark, mother shark, grandfather shark? You know this.
So tell us about holidays in Russia. What are some of your holidays?
Very important for us, more important than Happy New. Very important holidays is the New Year. More important than Christmas days, because Christmas Day for us it's a different time. It's a Russian. It's the Orthodox religion, and Orthodox religion has a Christian Orthodox religion. Orthodox religion has a celebrated Christmas Day in January. Celebrate the Christmas January 6th. Yes, celebrate the January 6th is Christmas Day. Yeah, and this is a second important holiday for us, and maybe number one. It's but we are celebrated all of Russian holidays, and right now we celebrate over all of new from European and American too holidays. Looks like Patrick Days we are celebrate right now. Halloween, some people love it to celebrate. Yes, yes.
Do you celebrate St. Patrick's Day with green beer?
Not green beer, but we have many different beers. Not original green, but we have many. I can say just about St. Petersburg and Moscow. There are many different British or Irish pubs. We love to drink Irish beer.
Okay, we have about 2 minutes, so tell me 2 foods that you miss from Russia.
I sent my video before. I love potatoes with mushrooms. I'm firing potatoes and put. I'm pick up. Usually, it's Russian people is one of habits. It's pick up mushrooms from the original forest, original mushrooms from forest. It's very healthy, delicious. It's not poison. We know who is poison, who is no. And firing or boiling sometime, and mix with potatoes on onions and firing. This is so delicious too. This is one of the original, I think, in Russian. But we have many different dishes from another countries and another cultures, because we have more than 14 different cultures in Russia.
How many time zones are there in Russia?
Many times, sorry, I went to Russia.
Time
Sorry.
zones, like we have Eastern,
Oh, we have,
Central.
oh, it's a good question. I know if you go into fly between west to east of Russia, it will be 8 hours far.
Yes, I think you have
I was in the, I
15
was,
time zones. I think.
yes, maybe. One time I fly from the St. Petersburg to the, oh, what's the city? Sorry, it's Vladivostok. Vladivostok is one of the city close to Alaska, close to America or Japan, this area. And I fly 4 hours or 8 hours between St. Petersburg to Vladivostok.
Yes, there's 11 time zones in
Yes,
Russia.
11 time zones. It's the same time, looks like, between St. Petersburg and Washington.
Exactly.
Looks like, but it's close to Alaska. Welcome to America too. But when Vladivostok, it's between Alaska, it's just 1 hour flight. Yeah, it's so close to
Oh,
America.
it's so close. Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
DC and Florida.
yeah.
Yeah.
If somebody asks me about how far is Russia, I can say from America. I say so close. It's just 1 hour. It's not.
Okay,
I
and so
don't.
what are your goals at Lord Fairfax, Gleb?
I want to graduate to English class. I want to have a high level of English education, and I hope my English will be more fluent than right now. And I want to take a major, but I still don't know what kind of major, because yeah, it's a physical therapy major. Maybe it's a, yeah, physical therapy is better, I think, right now. I think, yeah, because yes, this one. I want to take a major from
And
the
physical
calendar.
therapy assistant may be something that we can offer to you now, because that's a new program that we have.
It's, yeah, serious. Oh, I need to see this. I did not see this, but it's a 2 year study, or it looks like short.
You have to do your
class.
prerequisites, but yeah, it is an option for you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. I hope
Zachariah is here. And thank you very